I look so good right now. As you can tell, I'm having like a really bad breakout. It's been a month. It's been a month of this. I'm just not going away. Love that for me. All right, I'm gonna show you how to go from this to this easily. So basically the focus of this tutorial is to like give yourself that Kendall Jenner bella. How I look when I do that. I'm so popular. I especially, is that a word? Especially? It's not. I especially love this makeup look because my eyes literally like droop. I want them to, and they don't without surgery. And I don't have money to do this. We're gonna fake it with makeup. All right, let's get started. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is brows, and I have a updated brow routine I will link below or up here or somewhere. It'll be somewhere. But basically I use the soap brow method because my eyebrows kind of go down and I want them to do that Bella Hadid thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. You see what a difference that made? It just like lifted my face. Next step is gonna make your makeup last all day. I don't know who to credit this original idea to, but I found it on TikTok. And you basically do your primer first, and then you set it with powder, and then you do your foundation. Also, excuse my nails in this. I'm taking a break from acrylics during this whole social distancing thing. I just don't need them. I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I just take a brush. I mainly focus this on my T-zone because I get super oily there, and that's where my foundation breaks apart the most. I'm going to set that with my e.l.f. HD powder, and this is translucent. For foundation, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition. I am currently mixing two shades because the one I have is too dark, and I stopped wearing foundation for a while. So I'm mixing warm beige and white. Oh my god, I got some on my hair. All right, then I just start pressing it in, and pressing it's gonna really like make sure it's getting pressed into your pores. Cover up that glorious breakout. Now for the second most important step is the concealer. You're gonna wanna talk correctly, please. You're gonna want to choose a concealer that is lighter than your skin tone or your foundation shade. And this is going to really highlight and bring up those cheekbones. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Porcelain. Hi, Joe. What's up, bud? You wanna be decor? Basically what I do is I create a triangle shape, but I take it all the way up to about the hairline. And I'm gonna just do one eye and show you the difference so you can see what I'm talking about. And right after I'm done blending this out, I set it immediately. And I set it with the same e.l.f. HD powder. So I'm gonna blend this out. I'm going to keep it in this area only. I'm not going to like blend it down, and then go ahead and set it. Setting it immediately, make sure it doesn't crease. All right, do you see what a difference that made? Not only did it cover up my horrible bags, but I feel like it also just like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead as well, just the center, and then the center of my chin, and my cupid's bow. All right, then I'm gonna take my LA Girl Velvet Bronzer Contour Stick. If you haven't like seen any contouring videos before, basically you just wanna find where your cheekbone ends. And for me, it's right about here. Like you can feel where it gets hollow. Hollow, is that the right word? Where it indents, I guess. And then you're gonna contour right there. And then I do my forehead. And then my jawline, because we want that Bella Hadid jaw without the $25,000 surgery. And then underneath your lip, that's gonna create a shadow that makes you look like you have bigger lips. With this look, I feel like you don't wanna look like you contoured. I really got over the heavy contouring like a while ago. Okay, so for the rest of the face, especially for the cheekbones, you're gonna hold the brush at the end, and you're gonna like lightly, like lightest pressure possible, blend that. And just circular motions to blend it out. Like you really want this to look like a shadow. You don't want it to look like you contoured. It might be coming off a little harsh on camera, but in person it's barely there. You can still see that there's a shadow, but it's not like ridiculous, you know? Since I kind of contoured where my eye was lifted with the concealer originally, I'm gonna go in and bake with some banana powder just to further, you know, lift it up. I'm just gonna take some of that banana and just right here. Let me know if you guys agree. I hate setting my makeup. I think it's my least favorite part of my makeup routine because it's so messy and it just feels so unnecessary, but it like you need to if you're oily, and it's It's such a hassle. Now for the powder contour, I'm gonna be using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. As you can tell, this thing is beat up, well loved. It's been well loved. I'm basically gonna take these three. I'm gonna mix them because I'm basically out of these two, and this one's too orange. So I'm gonna mix all three of them. So I'm gonna take like kind of a powdery angled brush. I'm going to lightly apply it right where we applied the cream. I'm just gonna diffuse it. And then I'm gonna avoid the temple area just because I want that to stay light. I'm just gonna do the forehead, and you know, the jawline. I mean, we're already looking snatched. I'm not even halfway done. Next up, we're gonna do the eyes. Yeah, this is the third most important step. This is where we're gonna really, all you're gonna want is a bronzer and some sort of banana or light peach shade, whatever, a light shade. Yep. And brown eyeliner. That's all we're gonna need. That's all we're gonna do. So I'm taking the Too Faced, pretends to know the name without looking, Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in Deep Tan Matte. I bought this in the wrong shade. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna take, I'm so embarrassing sometimes. Anyways, I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And we'll zoom you in. We're gonna get up close and personal so I can show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna dip into the bronzer, kind of a lot, doesn't matter. And I'm going to just put this right above the crease, like really above the crease though. Get up in there and then drag it out over here. Okay, drag it out. Drag it to the end of your brow. Trust the process. Now, tap off the excess and blend it up towards the brow bone. I have this weird thing in my eye. I don't know if you can see it right here. That spot never holds pigment. I don't know why. Okay if it looks sloppy. It's okay if it looks sloppy. Okay, it's okay. Just make sure it looks blended near the brow. That's all that matters. Okay, now it's time for the magical part. You're gonna take your same light concealer. You're gonna take an itty bitty detail brush. And you're gonna cut that crease, girl. You're gonna cut that crease, but we're gonna cut it a little differently. We're gonna cut it just a little differently. Plop it on. Plop it on. Look up. Look all the way up. Now I'm gonna take it even farther up, especially in the inner corner. You wanna take it a little bit past the fold of your eye. All right, when you get to this point, you're gonna wing it. This is what I mean. You're gonna literally take it, you're gonna wing it. I know it looks ridiculous. I know, just wait, trust the process. So what we just did is we opened our eyes up. Then you're gonna set it. I'm gonna set it in the contour kit. I'm gonna use this peachy, like white shade. First, before, make sure you blend this down. Now, set it. Look at that. Look at the difference. Alrighty, now that that's done, we're gonna move on to eyeliner. You can use a brown eyeliner. I use the Brow Pomade that I already use on my brows because it's brown and it's basically a eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a line like that. I'm just gonna bring it in. And then I'm gonna only take it halfway in. I'm gonna cut it right there. But you want it to stop wherever your pupil is. If I took it all the way in, it's gonna make my eyes look really closed off when I want them to look open. I'm gonna go do this off camera because every time I do it on camera, I mess it up, so I'll be right back. Okay, now that my eyeliner is done, now the fourth most important step is the inner corner. I'm gonna take the very tip of my brush, just dip it in, and you're going to create a point and just kind of drag your inner corner out a little bit farther. You can tell my eyes doing that. Okay, so if you look head on at me, like even this eye looks different with the point than this one. To finish up the eyes, I'm just gonna run some of the bronzer on my lower lash line, apply some mascara and falsies. I'm also just gonna take a little bit of a like peachy eyeliner and just run it in my waterline. This is the Cella Ivory Lace Highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara and lashes off camera. I do recommend lashes that kind of taper, that are longer at the end and shorter in the beginning. I don't have any of those. I'm gonna just use some Demi Wispies, and yeah, but those are the ones I recommend. Yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, now that the lashes and mascara is on, I'm gonna finish up the face. I'm gonna be taking the e.l.f. blush kit in the dark shade, also very well loved. I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. Just gonna dust that up. I'm not a big blush person, so I don't put a lot. I'm gonna take the tip of it and then just do this part of my face, which the sun would naturally hit. Then going back into the bronzer, I'm just going to lightly warm up my face, just where we contoured. And then I'm just gonna pinch the brush and do the same thing right here. I'm gonna also contour my nose. I don't have an in-depth tutorial about this because I don't feel like I'm an expert. If you guys want one, I will be more than glad to make one. I'm just gonna show you how I do it really quickly. It's not like an in-depth anything, I just wanna show you. So I take the lightest shade, this one, and I just go along the sides, but like really bring it in. I make a really skinny bridge, and then I bring it up in here, and I just blend it out. And then I just take the yellow shade in the kit and kind of highlight right here, and then also down the bridge. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. For highlight, I'm gonna be using the Becca Loose Pigment Glow Dust Highlighter in Champagne Pop. This is limited edition, but the loose one is so much better than the pressed one. I'm just gonna apply that to my cheekbones. And I'm going to kind of make a C like that, and Cupid's bow, and then highlight the bridge of my nose. I'm just doing like a little dot here, and then kind of like an exclamation point. All right, and for the fourth, fifth, whatever most important step, I don't remember what step it's lips. So I'm gonna be taking my LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner Nonstop Nude, and I'm basically just gonna be overlining my lips just like a little bit. The trick is that you want to overline right in the center, but when you get to the sides, follow the sides exactly. I'm like hiccuping. Follow the sides exactly, or it's gonna look overdrawn and weird. So I brought that down kind of far, but now I'm gonna follow the sides. All right, then you can do the same with the Cupid's bow, but with the Cupid's bow, you're gonna be a little more careful because it can look very exaggerated. Just overlining a little bit. Now follow the sides. Okay, now I'm gonna take this liner in the sides. It's just coloring in the sides. So I left the center completely blank. Now I'm gonna go in with my Ulta Matte Lip Cream in Bestie. I'm just gonna apply it in the center. And then I'm gonna take my finger and blend it. Take any clear lip gloss. I'm using my e.l.f. lip lacquer. It's $3. It's so good too. And then apply that over top. All right, and that, my friends, is how you catfish properly. Who is she? I'm so annoying. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave no nasty comments, please, about how I looked before and after, because I think I'm fine both ways. I honestly just thought this was fun. It's funny. But don't leave any nasty comments about, oh my god, she was so ugly before. It's totally a catfish. That's the point. That's really the point. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you guys try it, send me pics. Focus on me, not the background, please. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.